Put your hands together for Ryan Booz.
Thank you. Hello! It's kind of funny that we definitely tend to this side, it seems. It's like really weighted to the right. So my name is Ryan Booz. I'm CTO at EnergyCAP Incorporated. This clock did not reset. No fair. Okay, there we go. I tweet at Ryan Booz, and I rarely, but hope to someday blog more, softwareandbooz.com. So if you're here last year, this has nothing to do with Power BI, but I kind of felt like I gave a personal talk, and I ended on a cliffhanger, talked about how we had grown our family from what was maybe going to be 2 kids to 5, and I had no news on number 6, and I just want to update everyone. There's still no news on number 6. All the other 5 are here, though. So, all right, Power BI, custom data connectors, your data delivered. So I need to tell a brief story about EnergyCAP to tell you about why this is important to me and why I just want to get this out there a little bit more. So brief history of us. We were founded in 1980. The president and CEO is still around. We do utility bill accounting. That's kind of the core of what we've done for almost 40 years, and we do a whole lot more now. We were acquired by Enron in 1996. That seemed really good at the time. If you are younger than 30, that means almost nothing to you, but the rest of the people know what I'm talking about. Fortunately, we purchased the IP back out of bankruptcy in 2002, yay! And we started a company again and called it EnergyCAP. The problem is we have 3 apps that have been developed over 20 years that access the same database. So we have a legacy C++ desktop client, a Flash-based client. Again, it was a good idea before Steve Jobs killed everything. And then we are almost done with a new Angular app. But we have 3 apps that are accessing the same thing. We are used by at least 10 state governments, large universities, K-12 schools, large retail. So a lot of clients, a lot of people, and they're all data hungry. And so over the years, we have given access to almost 350 plus reports, which when doing development is annoying and stupid, and we hate it. But everyone always wants something. We actually got to the point of having, report 1, report 1A, report 1B, report 1C, because everyone wanted one more column that the other guy didn't want, but we couldn't change the other one because that would break their system. And so, but still, with 350 plus reports, we still have users that are like, this is just too much, and I just want my data, and so really frustrated. So we went all in on REST APIs 5 years ago, and the whole app has been built on top of them. And so we said, hey, what if, I kept having my eye on Power Pivot, and so what if we could figure out a way to leverage our APIs and pull that data in to Excel? And then our clients would be so happy, because they would have all their data in Excel, which is where they really want it, which is always a shame, right? And we could help them create reports, and they can do whatever they want in DAX, and this is a really excellent idea. And so we did that. So we created our own custom plugin, custom ribbon to do all the work, pulls all the APIs in, massages all the data, and we're all happy. We even did the DAX form, so we got stuff in shape, and they could just plug stuff in. We even gave them reports and all kinds of sample Excel files to do this work, and we thought they would love it. And it turns out that Power Pivot in DAX is really hard. And most people didn't love it, and we spent a lot of time, and it just isn't what they needed. And so a few months ago, I was out in Seattle at the PASS conference and sat in our Power BI talk, and the guy mentioned this thing called custom data connectors. And so we love Power BI, and we've been trying to get our team to figure out how to use it more, how to understand what they're doing, and Microsoft's been doing a great job releasing monthly updates. And so the Power Query SDK turns out to be this great opportunity for us. So we had done all that work by writing our own plugin in Excel to do all this authenticating the API and pulling the data down and massaging it, and honestly using some undocumented work to get it done. And now they are doing this in preview, and I just think it's something people need to know about if you're trying to use data. So with Power Query, if you don't know what it is, it's Microsoft language inside of Power Pivot, Power BI, and it is a functional language. Kind of in the vein of F#, but certainly not F#. It still blows my mind because functional is weird to me. And so you install the plugin in Visual Studio. It's free. It's an extension. You can write your connector. You can then turn on, it's still a preview, so you have to turn on the custom data connectors. And then your plugin shows up, just like all the other connectors inside of Power BI. You say get data, and there's your connector. And they even give you access to things like the tabular data, so you can actually see a preview of your data and so forth and massage it. And why do I want to do this? Well, I want to do this because I really want this for my clients. I want them to be able to actually start to type something in Power BI that they understand and start to get charts. And so in a matter of less than a day, I was able to learn Power Query enough to throw a plugin together, connect to 4 or 5 of my APIs, pull down, in our case, utility bills, pull down the entire state of Pennsylvania's data, and start to draw up some Power BI dashboards. So this is what's exciting for me. So in a little bit of time, they can click a button, choose the data they want, throw some charts on a screen, and start to actually get something that's interactive that we've never been able to do well for them because of the disparate needs between all of our different clients. So this is what it offers. It offers authentication paths, OAuth 2, and username and password, and does all the management for you, navigation tables. It does paging for you. It will do the paging of all your API requests if need be. Full Power Query support, data formatting, and the cool thing is you can debug it in Visual Studio as you do your work. So there's a lot of opportunity. And they're on a monthly release cycle. So you're getting new updates every month. This month is when they just released in preview the ability to type out a natural language query and get charts. So it's been really fun for us. The things that it doesn't provide, it is still in preview. There is no distribution method yet. So you actually have to copy it locally to actually get it to work. And this is something they've been working on and having a lot of feedback on. There's good examples, but the documentation is limited, although it is getting much better. And debugging, I have now learned, can fail if you have complex auth. You can go to GitHub, Microsoft Data Connectors, and they have some great examples there to get you started. I think more people should give it a go, and they will do more work with it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.